Understand how are we going to create quality publications. It is a moral duty for all of us to engage in quality research in publication. If there is quality research, there will be quality publication. But we have to understand it, the mechanisms involved in the process. Research is the first step. Publication is next step. And publication will be quality publication if we follow the proper steps. The steps in this process are very simple. First, be very clear what is your goal. Is your goal a theory building? Then develop a fundamental theory, new theory, get it published in A-class journals, top journals, and share it widely with the public share it widely with the academic circle so that more and more people start using that theory, testing the theory, validating the theory, and giving their academic inputs on that theory. If your purpose is not theory development, but if your purpose is to raise awareness about a phenomena, then what should you do? In that case, your target market, your target audiences should be general, the popular writers, academicians, industry leaders, corporate leaders. So select a popular magazine, publish your paper there, share it widely. If the magazine is very popular, here I would suggest you can get published in magazine also. There are many reputed corporate magazines which have very high circulation. Journals sometimes do not have very high circulations. Some periodicals have very high circulation. For example, Harvard Business School's publication, HBR, Harvard Business Review. It has very high circulation. So publish yourself in such publication, so that more and more people read. Your purpose is achieved. Your purpose is to create awareness, you are able to achieve it. If your purpose is just a literary contribution, addition of a new perspective, or suppose you have tried to validate some existing theory and you just want to contribute it, you just want to share it with any publication, then read out the guidelines of the journal from their website, follow that guideline, prepare your manuscript exactly as per the guideline. What is the guideline saying? Just read on it. Click on the website of the journal. They have a guideline for the author. Read it, follow it literally. If they say you have to write in Times New Roman, fine. Write in 12 font size, fine. Don't write in italics, fine. Every chart, every figure should be numbered, fine. Add the detailed graphs, statistics in appendix, fine. Use APA style of referencing, fine. Use IEEE style of referencing, fine. Whatever they say, just follow it. Prepare the manuscript, upload the manuscript on their website, and wait. Let them have review. Peer review will be done. Somebody will go through your paper, find out mistakes, send you the review report, ask you to revise it. You revise it, you resubmit it. Again, it will be checked, verified, reviewed. Finally, when it is perfectly okay as per the journal, they will publish it. And when they publish it, you get a copy of it, prepare abstract. The abstract is you have already mentioned in it. Share the abstract along with keywords in your academic network so that more and more people refer to that and start citing that paper. Write in your own original language. And when you are writing, periodically check it. You can check it in, there are plenty of websites, plenty of applications. For example, Turnitin. Now, Turnitin is a very popular software for checking originality. For checking originality of what you have written, Turnitin is a very popular application. Very easy to use. You can also use it very easily. And in this, I mean, lot of academicians, lot of researchers use this Turnitin software. It's very easy to use. So Turnitin, or whatever it is, Turnitin is most popular, most widely used software. It tells you, right? If your institution has subscribed it, then it becomes easier for you. Otherwise, you can subscribe to it and you can start using it. In Turnitin, you can create your classes, or if somebody else has created the classes, you can join those classes, upload your assignment on it. You can upload the content, and Turnitin will evaluate that assignment and give the idea about how much original is the content. Is it 10% copied, or is it 5% copied? What is the situation? You can then put the filters there. You have flexibility. You can decide the how much, what are the conditions, whether you want the original contents, whatever you want to decide, you can check. So the help command of the Turnitin, the tutorials of Turnitin can help you further. They can help you in, using lot of applications are there. These applications can help you in improving the content of your material. You have to see, you must use applications like Grammarly and other applications. The Grammarly application is also very useful. You can use this kind of applications to improve the content of your article. There may be some small grammatical mistakes which are removed if you use Grammarly applications. It's a free online assistant, Grammarly. It can help you in removing your grammatical mistakes. It can suggest you appropriate word, better words. So use this kind of tools. They are very useful tools. So in this way, you can add Grammarly to your email ID also. You can add Grammarly to your MS Word file, so that whatever you type, it is constantly checked by the Grammarly app. They help you in improving the grammar. They help you in improving the spelling. You don't make any spelling mistakes thereafter. So in this way, you are able to improve. In this way, you are able to improve your written part. Your written communication will improve. Your articles that you have written, the essays that you have written, they will improve in quality. Peer review will help. Grammarly software will help. Many other applications are there that will help. So all these things will collectively contribute towards your development. You should publish.